Reactions, as Adamu said, the Biafra Republic would have been cool under the leadership of Governor Uzodimma. Wow. Somebody that literally sent troops to go and fish out Biafrans and the ESN to literally make their job harder for protecting the people. Of course, he is a sellout, so obviously to them, he's more likely or most likely to do, as they say. Adamu Gaba Talba, who is a native of Kare, born in Yobe State, has taken to his Twitter page to reveal that the Biafra Republic under the federal government of Nigeria authorized leader would have been cool if it was under the leadership of Governor Hope Uzodimma or Governor Dave Umahi. Well, these people are sellouts though. They literally betray their people and they're not for the emancipation of their own people. They don't even do anything good for their people. These people are sycophants to the northern people that are in government because of their own personal and selfish gain. So, of course, these are going to be your first candidates. Are we surprised? Showing on his Twitter page, the elected senator for the Yobe South constituency of Yobe said, the Biafra Republic under the federal government of Nigeria authorized leader would have been cool under the leadership of people like Senator Hope Uzodimma or Governor Dave Umahi, supported with strong security and intelligence. I feel like Ebubeago. What do you think? This particular suggestion made by Adamu Gaba has sparked a lot of reactions from Nigerians as they took to the comments box to share their thoughts. Of course, it's going to spark conversations, and at this point, I think it's important to just treat this as bad talks, except they're going to be acting on it. We can just be like, we're going to record you saying this, but we will not react, and you won't get a reaction from us to distract us from the bigger picture and bigger issue of what we need to secure and talk about, which is the issue of insecurity. So the first person on Twitter says, self-determination remains the right of people, including entitlement to succeed from an existing state. We don't trust people who you mentioned because they're working for Fulani Caliphate. Preach, better tell them. You lack knowledge. You're a terrorist. You'll soon be exposed like your brother Pantami. If you have common sense, you would have talked to your Fulani government to have dialogue with IPOB. If you mean peace, that is true. Because if you can have conversations and dialogue with bandits, you can definitely have dialogue with IPOB. But for some reason, these people are so scared uncontrollably, where they would literally go through the most and put in so much effort just to stop Biafrans from just drinking water. And somebody says, you are foolish, so you can control Hope like Boy. I mean, he's already been controlled. He's not helping his people. He's clearly against ESN. I mean, of all people that would, it's like, it's so tactical, because it's like, there can never be an excuse for secession or justifying it in terms of people being united, because they'll bring up the arguments, but one of yours worked for me, and it's just very sad, and it's embarrassing, and it's betrayal at the highest order. So it's like it's a pawn thing. They will use your own to divide you, so you can look at yourselves as the blame. But we cannot fall for that tactic, because it's been working for so many years. It's just so sad. But that's basically what it is. They use one of your own to destroy you. So instead of you to look at the actual perpetrator, you look at yourself when you are really not the problem. Someone says, let me shock this foolish imaginary human. Mr. Man, in all truth, you don't know your real age, none that of your grandpa. You don't even know the maternal home of your grandmother and grandfather, yet you're trying to claim the South. Go back and ask questions. You see, trying to claim the South. Somebody says, it's an interesting idea, and I really wish something like this would happen for peace and unity's sake. Huh? Okay. Someone says, I think you're being intentionally ignorant. Of course they are. They are doing this to spark reactions, especially as, again, we need to understand that us having technology and able to retweet and all that is the biggest weapon we can use against them. And for them to distract us by making trends every single day and all that, they don't want us to have conversations about the real issues at hand that are happening in the country, which is obviously, depending on how you want to grade them, they're all very important issues, but it just seems like as if these media houses are just very much active to distract, basically. And even if you end up not watching their content or anything. Somebody says, I think you're not normal. Doesn't seem so. what's in your mind tell you people should go and fix your country. Well, it's all our country together. Can't necessarily can't necessarily be like, you know what, I don't care anymore. That nah. It's not right. As someone says, you appoint somebody that came forth in election to speak for Biafra. Chai will suffer in new people's hands. True. Somebody says, I think you are not normal. I get sir, just like Metiala Aku under Buhari. Does that even make sense? Like under please. Under Buhari, when you say someone is under Buhari, there's the assumption that there's a leadership, that there's leadership and followership. There's nothing. It's just vibes. Like Nigeria is operating on vibes. So it's like, what else are you looking for? Like, what else are you looking for to find? I mean, it's not even anything. But again, this Garba human, um saying things like this again, I just think that it's a tactic to distract Nigerians, especially on Twitter, and especially seeing as effective as it was in the NSAS process in terms of gaining traction of the world and the world news, gaining traction of, families, charities, and all that, which was good. However, the change they can do is to add external pressure. But then again, who has the power to add pressure, and what are they willing to conform to? Basically, that's just what it is. Um. So what else? Someone says, why does it have to be under FG? You all two have your own selfish motive. Lord, just let them be. You've hurt them and they've held back for too long. Who and who is fighting, and who is holding who back? I don't understand. Please, it's I don't know. It's a strange thing. It's a really strange thing. Um, Someone says, I think you are not normal. Well, we also don't know what is going on here. But yeah, again, you is the as a northerner, you can't speak on issues like this, especially with the relationship that the northerners have with Igbos, going back to the country's inception and all that, and the notion of betrayal, just so many other things. There are unresolved issues, definitely, and for us to move forward, there's a lot to fix, but we've got to be willing and able to try, because that's the only option, to be honest. And no one can say anything that, Hope Uzodimma or David Uma, he can just they've not proven to be on the side of the people. When things were happening, they never ordered for, the arrest of the Fulani herdsmen. They didn't do their job. They didn't deploy policemen. ESN is doing it for them, and now this another person is coming to say, okay, fine, ESN must have their interests at heart. At the end of the day, everyone will have their interests at heart when they plan to do anything. So yeah, put what you think about this in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.